is a beautiful morning.
I can't see much of it yet.
No.
This is the dark period of the season.
Hey, but you know what? It's better today than Monday's forecast, so
Yeah.
it's a beautiful Friday morning.
Black Friday really hits a little bit home when it's really black out, which it is right now.
Yeah, especially since a lot of those deals kicked off at 5 o'clock this morning.
That's right. I've been missing some of those so far.
Yeah, me too. I didn't get out of bed till after they had already started.
Well, welcome to all of our listeners and viewers.
Yes.
For the first federal program. Did you have a good Thanksgiving, Paul?
I did. Day 1 of 3, so.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. Had with my dad yesterday, my mom today, and then my mother-in-law on Sunday.
Well, you're a good son and son-in-law.
Sure, that's what we'll go with.
Do you eat turkey one weekend a year then, after having it so many times, I bet?
Yep, we have some leftovers probably till the end of the year, and then after that, no more turkey.
What's your favorite kind of pie?
Apple.
Apple? Okay.
Yes. Gotta have some apple pie. Don't like cheesecake, but I don't know if they really consider that.
I gotta give a shout out to Harvest Moon. We bought a pumpkin pie from them this year. Wow. I don't know what they put in that, but that was fantastic. So we like that. We made our first turkey that we've ever done.
Yeah, you kind of talked about that off air. I had to ask you if you burned it or not.
No, we kind of basted it with butter a few times. Whew, boy. I'm not sure that's doctor approved, but that was delicious. So I kind of enjoyed doing that. I'm not sure what we got up our sleeve for Christmas dinner yet.
Ham.
Okay. Is that traditional?
I think so.
Oh,
I don't know.
Tanner says no.
I don't know.
Oh, no, he doesn't know. He's never made a ham for Christmas.
I have not.
For Christmas morning, we do some type of breakfast, and then, like, when my dad comes over that morning, we do crackers and cheese as a little snack. So
Oh, that's a cool idea.
not sure exactly what you want to consider traditional anymore.
We do kind of that, I guess it's not puppy chow, it's like cinnamon checks and some of that stuff. And so that's become the tradition. The kids always want that. And then we'll take a break and do like a brunch kind of a deal. Something you can throw in the oven quick.
Yes.
Then they just don't give you much time, Paul.
No, they don't. It's, oh, we're all awake. Let's open presents.
Well, what are we talking about Christmas for? We're still in Thanksgiving,
Well,
I want to say food coma hangover period.
Probably because I played the Grinch.
You're right.
So.
You got us moving already off our spot. Well, it is Black Friday. Tomorrow is Small Business Saturday here locally, which we want to support and shop locally. That's really important. And so we're going to be talking with Kori Pugh from the Fulton County Chamber of Commerce here a little bit later in the show and find out what kind of special shopping opportunities there are here in Fulton County, which is really exciting. So looking forward to that. Speaking of shopping, in what year did Black Friday, which is, of course, the Friday after Thanksgiving, Paul, what year did that begin in the U.S.? I'll give you 3 choices. All of these predate you. A, 1952, B, 1961, or C, 1973.
Okay.
All very significant years.
Yeah.
Okay, think about that a little bit.
I will.
Tanner, some real exciting football from yesterday, huh?
Yeah, well, I guess. It goes on. So the Texans beat the Lions, and the Washington football team beat the Cowboys yesterday. So
I wonder why the Lions and the Cowboys are the teams that always get to play on Thanksgiving. Do you know that story?
I don't. I should look that up.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's been that way ever since I remember. So
Trivia for next year.
yeah, I'll have to look that up for next year's trivia. So. And usually they have a third game, but the night game last night between the Steelers and Ravens got postponed due to the Ravens having some COVID issues. I don't even know if they're going to be able to play that game Sunday. They've really been hit. Lamar Jackson, their star starting quarterback, got positive test, so I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to play that game or not, so we're going to have to wait and see. So
They've been pretty fortunate so far.
They have.
Like the league.
Yeah, the NFL has compared to the college ranks, which we'll get into here in a little bit. But it is somewhat basketball season. Basketball season is underway, even though we are still playing football as well. Basketball got started here locally, the boys' season, I should say. Rochester defeated Culver on Wednesday night, so.
Oh, good for Rochester, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
off to a good start. You know, that team last year won the sectional, and then they weren't even able to compete in a regional due to the season coming to a halt early on, so it's nice to see them back in
Unfinished
action
business.
tonight. Exactly.
They haven't lost in a while then.
They're on the exactly. They're on the mission, so.
That's great.
So it was great to see them back in action the other night.
I'm glad it's happening.
And local college basketball, Indiana got a win over Tennessee Tech the other night. I knew that was going to make you happy. So I threw that in there.
Hoosiers.
My Boilermakers are 1-1. They already got 2 games under their belt. They beat Liberty Wednesday night and then lost to Clemson last night. So
Does the Liberty insurance jingle go through your head when you say the word Liberty?
it's going to now. Now it's going to. So.
I want to thank my father-in-law Paul, who's probably going to watch this an hour later, for that, because my kids, every time we turn onto Liberty Road, now say that, because he told them to.
Now it's going to be stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
That's great.
So it's just wild seeing basketball on still when football's not even, well, I shouldn't say close to being done, but they still have 3 or 4 weeks left in the college football season. It's just different.
Yeah.
Usually they'd be wrapping up. This would be the last week.
Well, we don't mind having as many sports on as
No,
possible,
we
do
need it. We need it right now.
Push the envelope a little bit.
So,
Absolutely.
speaking of college football, Notre Dame's back in action today. Actually, a Friday game instead of a Saturday game. They're still ranked number 2 in the country at 8-0. They're at number 25 North Carolina, who has a 6-2 record. Notre Dame's 4.5-point favorites. That game is at 3:30 today on ABC.
Oh, that's a good game.
Should be a good game. Should be a good matchup this afternoon. The number 12 Indiana Hoosiers suffered their first loss of the year last week to Ohio State, but it was a close fought battle. They fought back.
Did you watch any of that?
I watched a good majority of that game last week. So
There's a lot of highlight plays on for both teams.
there was. They could have packed it in when they were down 35-7, but they fought back and made it a pretty competitive game. So.
I think it shows they're a pretty decent team.
I think
probably.
so.
We'll see
Yeah.
how they finish. They got a couple of tough games left.
They host Maryland tomorrow, who's 2-1. Maryland's been hit by the COVID bug and hadn't played in a couple weeks. Indiana's a 12-point favorite. That game's at noon tomorrow on ESPN2, if you're looking for that. And Purdue needs to snap their losing streak, back-to-back losses. I'm not going to talk about last Friday's game. The referee, yeah, I'm not going to get into it.
I'm trying to make this a positive atmosphere in the studio this morning.
They host Rutgers tomorrow, who's 1-4. That game's at 4 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, if you're looking for that. So I think Purdue's about 13-point favorites. I didn't write that down. Then the Indianapolis Colts, coming off a big win over the Green Bay Packers.
That was great.
They host the Tennessee Titans Sunday at 1 o'clock. Both teams are 7-3. This is a big matchup for the AFC South. Second time they've met this year, so.
Who won the first matchup?
Colts.
You know?
Colts
Okay.
won it down in Tennessee, so a couple weeks ago. So that game's going to be on the air here if you're
Yep.
looking for it.
Pre-game kicks off at noon, and then kicks right around 1 o'clock.
And then Sunday night, all the Chicago Bear fans, the big game they always look forward to against the Green Bay
That's right.
Packers. Bears are a team that needs to snap their losing streak. It's been 4 in a row now.
Yeah.
Started off 5-1, so
They
they're
were
5-5.
5-1 to begin, and won a couple of shoestring games in the early part of the season. So I'm not sure who they're going to run out at quarterback, but I'm not sure it'll matter. Their offensive
yesterday
line.
looks like Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch? Back to Mitch.
Yeah.
The offensive line has a tendency to be more like a turnstile than a blocking unit, so we'll see what happens there.
They're up at their arch rival, the Green Bay Packers, Sunday night for the primetime games. That'll be on NBC, and the Packers are 7-3. Should be a good one.
Hope so.
Got some tidbits here this morning. On this day in 1924 in New York City, the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was held.
Wow, that's a tradition.
Yesterday was a little different watching that.
Yeah.
Just a little, but I
Just a little.
thought they did a good job with everything yesterday. And on this day in 2013, the highest grossing animated film of all time, Frozen, was released. I'm guessing you've both
It's a
seen
good one,
that.
Tanner. It's a really good
Fantastic.
You can tell by Paul's voice he's watched that more than a time or two. So.
Get that on your rotation this weekend.
No. No.
And today is National Buy Nothing Day, which doesn't make a lot of sense. 'Cause it's also Black Friday, so I don't know how
Well,
those go together there.
Black Friday is a floating Black Friday because Thanksgiving's a floating holiday as well.
All right.
So I
Okay,
think that kind of
you're right.
National Buy Nothing Day's probably been
It is kind of
Around
late
a lot
in the,
longer.
yeah, you're
separate
right.
for a while.
It is a little late in the month, so.
Yeah.
It's also National Flossing Day. That'll make all our local dentists happy. To get that. It's
Floss.
Bavarian, not sure how to pronounce that, Cream Pie Day.
I've never heard of
one,
that.
me neither, so. It's also a Sinky Day, and I had to look this up what this means, Sinky Day. It's somebody on Thanksgiving that likes to eat their meal on their plate over the sink.
What?
Okay.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
Okay, I was gonna say, did anyone jump into your mind's picture when?
No.
I
Okay,
can't say
me
my
either. I
family
don't.
does that,
I didn't know
so,
that was a thing.
That's why I looked it up. I'm like, what does this mean? So,
Now I could see my son Luke doing that.
yeah,
He can't wait to just get back outside and start playing
yeah,
football again.
yeah, so, yeah.
So
Shovel
just eat
it in.
there, drop
Yeah,
it in, wash up, and
Exactly.
go.
Yeah.
Efficiency major.
Also, Systems Engineer Day, Maize Day, Pin and Needles Day, Craft Jerky Day, You're Welcome Giving, I'm sure it's supposed to say Back Day, and Day of Listening. So, a whole bunch of days today.
Yeah. Better than my list. My list just had Black Friday. It ignored everything else.
Yeah.
Day of listening. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't see people following that one as much anymore. That's a lost art.
It really is.
We like to speak and message and tweet now.
Yes.
Listening is pretty good too. A pretty good idea too.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Tanner.
You're welcome.
We got a couple of seasonal upcoming events. Our miracle trees are up in Fulton County. There's a couple of them in the Mentone Akron area. I believe that's at the public library in both of those communities. And you can stop in during normal business hours and grab a ornament. And what that is, if you're not familiar with it, is the ornament will be attached to a family, and you'll get the information about that family and some items that you could purchase for them and wrap and deliver back, so that family can have a great Christmas. So we've been doing the Miracle Tree program in this community for a long time, several years. The Rochester tree is at Shepherd Chevrolet, also during normal business hours, and it's helped, I think, provide Christmas gifts. I had a note here for over 750 kids. So great program, and those that organize that and do the effort to put that on, and those that take ornaments and give, we just want to give you flowers this morning for that effort, and great program. Another great program is the Fulton County Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 143 Shop with the Cop program. It's back this year. With sponsors and support from the local community, children will be able to spend $125 on clothes, shoes, and a toy, and actually pick those items out with a member of the Fulton County Sheriff's Department or Rochester Police Department. So, neat program there, working with our local law enforcement agencies. If you'd like to make a donation, please call Cindy McLaughlin at 574-205-2424. And also the United Ministries Christmas Basket application. The deadline is tomorrow to get your application in. So if you haven't done that yet, we really encourage you to do that. You can contact Joyce Show for more information, or United Ministries. Another good seasonal program to help those in our community, and it's great for everyone. It's great for givers, great for folks that need some support and love, and just appreciate the efforts that go into those programs. We did want to give some flowers this morning to Winnemac Coil Spring. They were inducted into the Indiana Manufacturers Association's Hall of Fame, and they employ more than 170 people in Fulton and Pulaski counties, and I believe that's at least 3 generations of ownership in the family.
Yes.
Great company, and they provide, and I've been out there through the Leadership Academy. Tanner, maybe you have also?
Yeah, this year.
Okay. But they provide large springs for a lot of agricultural companies that you'd know of, and then also for some racing industry things and many other things. Very interesting company, family company. So flowers for them. And also wanted to give some flowers for the Beaver Dam United Methodist Church of Akron's Wheels on Fire Cancer Crusaders. They raised more than $34,000 this year.
Oh, wow.
To fight cancer. That's
That's awesome.
really impressive. Hey, we had a big number this week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average hit 30,000 for the first time on Tuesday. And then it pulled back a little bit on Wednesday, but it's sitting at that high point pretty much, which is great. And the positive vaccine news that's continued coming out has really helped the market. We're looking at, I read something where that maybe mid-December may be a time where first responders and frontline medical folks will have an opportunity to get a vaccine. So we'll see if that comes to fruition, but some encouragement there, which is sorely needed and appreciated. The CDC is expected to shorten COVID quarantine time in the coming days.
Well,
Now,
good.
a lot of things they've done have received backlash one way or the other, it seems like, and they've moved things around. But if they do end up doing this, that would lower it from a 14-day mandatory quarantine just to make sure that the virus, if you had it, didn't appear, down to 10 days or maybe even 7. I'd bet on 10 days maybe that they might lower it to.
Yeah, probably that.
Which is
middle
good
sweet
for
spot.
good for business, and because if you had an exposure to somebody that had the virus and you aren't showing any symptoms, a lot of times you'll be asked to quarantine and just kind of sit out and see what happens.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks is a long time
Very long.
if you don't end up getting it. But all that has to do with how long the virus can live in you. That's a fun thought. And
Positive.
yeah, when symptoms may occur. So hopefully that happens with the more information. This is a function of just being more familiar with this virus after all these months. I kind of thought we'd be done talking about this in like July or August. I was really naive about that, but we are learning more and more things, and that's a good thing for the future. The former Federal Reserve Board Chair, Janet Yellen, has been tapped to lead the U.S. Treasury Department in the new Biden administration. That was announced this week. And she was, I think, the first woman Federal Reserve Board Chair herself, and did a pretty good job. So that was interesting news. She's got a lot of experience. Thinking of First Federal today, we are open.
That's good.
If you're doing some shopping here, look, you may need some cash, so we'd love to help provide that for you, either through our ATM or come through the drive up and we can get that for you out of your account. We can open a new account for you if you're looking for a friendly bank to work with. We'd love to do that. We will be open tomorrow till noon as well. And you can always bank with us online, www.firstfederalbanking.com. We've got a great mobile app too. If you go to your app store and search for FFSB Rochester, it's free to download. If you've got an account with us, even if it's just a mortgage loan, you can still keep track of that through our app, which is great. And of course, that you have access to your information about your accounts then 24/7 whenever you want to take a look at that. So we really encourage that, and we've received a lot of great feedback on all the different functions that you can do within our mobile app to be a little bit more in charge of your accounts and understand what you got going there, divert money to different places. Is divert a negative connotation word? That sounds kind of shady. I think I meant transfer.
Sounds better.
Or send. You know, you can send
Those
money
sound better.
person to person
Yes. Using Zelle.
through our Zelle feature, which we're really excited about and is getting a lot of great usage through our app. Or you can also do that through our online banking at firstfederalbanking.com. If you travel, if you've got kids away in college, and you might be happy to hear that we're part of the MoneyPass ATM network now. And that gives you access to 32,000 surcharge-free ATMs around the country, which gives you a whole new level of convenience and ability to bank with First Federal, even if you're not near our ATMs or our branches all the time. You now have access to deposit money and get money without paying any fee at one of these ATMs. So we encourage you to go to moneypass.com. You don't have to sign up for anything. This just comes with your account, which is really awesome. And you can take a look and find out through an interactive map where all those ATMs are. Have you ever done that, Paul?
Not yet.
Okay.
I need
Black
to.
Friday, maybe it'll be a slow day for you. You could check that out
Yeah,
today.
I might have to do that.
Hey, by the way, we appreciate you being in here today for our show.
Hey, no
Thank
problem.
you.
No problem.
We also have a new feature that we're excited about, which is online chat.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about this last few weeks.
You can take advantage of that through our website, or also after you log into online banking, if you have a particular question, you can also get into it there. But we can help you with all of the online and mobile questions you might have, but also any account questions. We've got groups designated to support that for you in a convenient way. So that is during business hours function right now. But if you had loan questions or anything, we can get you the support through the chat, which has been working out really well. Also, if you're looking for insurance products, we can help you with that too now. And you can get a quote today by calling 833-331-0020. Or Tanner's got it set up on our website that you can click the Invest and Insure button, and there'll be a link right there to our insurance website, which will allow you to get a free quote. But just by entering some basic information, or you got the phone number there as well, you can find out some more information. We're really excited to be able to offer a few more products and services to give you that full, complete financial picture. And don't forget about long-term financial planning. Mark Blueball or Brian Bell would want to talk to you about if you have some needs for making sure you're going to have a comfortable retirement. You really want to plan ahead on that 30, 40 years if possible on getting started with something with some long-term savings to make sure you've got enough at the end when you want to say goodbye to work to make it.
50 years for me.
Time really factors in on that. So the earlier you start, the more investment returns will impact you in a positive way. And you can save the same amount of money. If you start 20 years earlier, it'll become a huge pile of money compared to starting 20 years later and saving the same amount of money.
Yeah.
So it's a neat process, and they can go over all of that with you, provide you some peace of mind. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want to communicate with you and keep you updated and kind of share our First Federal family with you. So we'd love to stay connected with you and develop a relationship. We're the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest, just the best bank for you. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender. Our NMLS number is 399927.
And that makes us legal.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Well, I want to welcome Kori Pugh today to our show. She's the Fulton County Chamber of Commerce Board President. It's a highly esteemed position, young lady.
I guess so. You say so.
We're thrilled to have you on here on Black Friday.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's kind of a big shopping weekend around the country, as we know. But the Chamber's done a great job of supporting local business, and we've got a lot of locally owned businesses here in our county, which we're very proud of. Is this a good shopping opportunity here in Fulton County this weekend?
Yes, it's going to be a great weekend for shopping in Fulton County, and so yes, so thanks for having us to support that and to acknowledge that for shoppers here. We want to make sure that everybody's shopping in Fulton County and knowing that that's available for them. We've got a great opportunity with our passport program this weekend, so we want to go over that and make sure that everyone knows that that's out there and available.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that. That sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Passport makes me think of traveling around a little bit and experiencing new things.
Yeah, so it's a little program that we came up with just to make it a little fun, and you can do it right from your house. You don't even have to get out and do it, and you don't have to do it all in one day, and so you can spread it out through a week or so, and so that you don't have to do it in a big group or anything.
What is a passport? How does that work?
So it looks like a passport, and they were printed in the shopping guide and the Rochester Sentinel, or you can get one at any of the participating businesses, or you can get one at the chamber office also. You can stop by and get one. And it runs from tomorrow, November 28th through December 6th. And so you just shop at any of the participating businesses, and you get a little stamp for shopping there, and you get 10 stamps and on the passport, and then you turn it in to Fulton County, to the chamber office, And then we've collected prizes from all those participating businesses, and
great.
some really nice prizes actually. And
So are there more than 10 businesses participating? You need 10 stamps, but do you get to choose who you're shopping with?
yes, yeah, there's probably at least, I didn't count them, there's probably a good 30,
Wow, that's great.
35 businesses on this list. Yes.
Let's list those for our listeners so we can understand where these opportunities are coming from.
Yeah, we've got a good list here of participating businesses. There's the Akron Liquor Store, Arnold's Jewelry and Gifts, Roach Boutique, Clay's Flooring and Interiors, Craft Crossing and Antiques, Flirt Boutique, Green Oak Antiques, Giretti's Place, L&B Country Oasis, Mikey's Pizza Pit Stop, Northern Traders, Rochester Greenhouse, Schnabeltier, Sun on the Run, The Chameleon's Closet, Total Body Works Day Spa, Town Home Furnishings, Webb's Family Pharmacy in Akron, and Webb's Family Pharmacy in Rochester, and West 9th.
That's a long list.
Yeah, so you can go to any of those participating businesses and get your passport stamped.
Are they offering special deals in the store on Saturday or this week?
Yeah, so all of those businesses are offering specials. A lot of them have businesses or specials today, but all of them have specials tomorrow on Small Business Saturday.
I like that there's some retail shopping opportunities, pharmacies, also restaurants.
Yeah,
some good
really good mix of the businesses here in Fulton County.
Is this the first year we've done something like this, Kori?
No, it isn't. This is the second year we've done the passport program.
Oh, that's exciting. This is a great way to get involved with our community businesses and support them. I would imagine that maybe this is maybe more important for small businesses than ever after the year that we've had.
It is, yes. Yeah, it's been a tough year on all of them with the pandemic and having to close, there for a while and all of that.
I don't want to turn the page on Thanksgiving as quickly as what Paul wanted to this morning, but I'm just so thankful that we can be open for business here in our community and support our small business owners. We probably don't even know the half of all the individual support that these families that own these businesses provide to a lot of our institutions here in Fulton County. And this is a great opportunity to do your Christmas shopping, go out to eat, treat your family and your friends, and also support our community. And we appreciate what you guys are doing. We've been speaking with Kori Pugh from the Fulton County Chamber of Commerce. She's our board president this year. You mentioned that you could do this from your home, Kori, and I thought that was a little interesting tidbit. Explain that a little bit.
Right, so there is a virtual option. So let me just read how that works. So you can visit the webpage of 10 participating merchants, and you can email screenshots of the web pages along with your completed passport to the chamber office, which is chamberassist@rtcol.com, and then you will be in the drawing for the prizes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So you don't even have to go into the businesses if you're not comfortable doing that.
We'd probably be surprised to know just what kind of online presence a lot of our businesses have here in Fulton County.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that too because Monday is supposed to be Cyber Monday. So if you're shopping on Monday, don't just go to Amazon.com. Make sure that you're also visiting all of our local stores. Most of them also have online presence too. So make sure that you're visiting their online stores also.
That's great. Do they participate in social media quite a bit as well? Because I've noticed that a lot of places you can leave reviews and comments about the positive experience that you've had. And word of mouth is such a powerful, important part of local business. We know through First Federal too. It's really the best way we get the word out about our services, just word of mouth. How does that work for small businesses here in Fulton County?
Yeah, I know through Schnabeltier too. I mean that's the best way for us to get our marketing out there is through word of mouth, through Facebook and social media is huge for us. So if you can go onto a page and leave a good review if you had a good experience, leave a like their comment, share their post. That's huge for a small business.
That's great.
And
That's something I've noticed too, just doing a little bit more Googling anywhere you are with your phone. It's really convenient, but you can get a Google review on any place you're looking to make a decision to maybe go shop or eat. And that seems to hold a lot of weight these days.
Right, it really does. It really does.
Well, we appreciate talking about our local business this morning with you, Kori. Thank you so much for coming on.
Sure, thanks for having us.
Yep, absolutely. We encourage everybody to do some shopping tomorrow, Small Business Saturday here in Fulton County. Participate in the Passport program. I think we had a list of 30 to 35 local businesses, so finding 10, shopping at 10 or reviewing their website will give you an opportunity for the giveaways from the chamber, and that's really doable. That's exciting.
Yes.
And then thinking about supporting our businesses on Cyber Monday also. Special deals out there, a lot of great shopping opportunities. Us guys, we like to get our Christmas shopping done early. So we may want to bust it out this weekend.
That's
and
right.
We've got a great opportunity here to do that locally, which is more important this year than probably it ever has been with the challenges.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Kori. We've really enjoyed having you this morning.
Thank you.
You may want to give us an answer on this trivia question I warned you about. In what year did Black Friday, the informal name for the Friday after Thanksgiving, what year did that begin in the U.S.? Was it 1952, 1961, or 1973? We'll give you the first guess, Kori.
I'm gonna guess 73.
Okay? And then, Paul, you can have our last guess.
A.
52?
Yeah.
That's correct. It's 1952. I never would have guessed it had been going on that long. I was with you, Kori. Nice job. You
Well-
Googled it again.
No,
I shouldn't have mentioned Google.
I haven't gone anywhere. I've been standing
That's
right here the whole
nice
time.
job.
Tanner watches me. to
I'm
make sure
I
impressed.
I'm
am
not
watching
cheating.
them, that's true.
Well, let's think about, we've got some great words of wisdom this morning, and this is from the airline captain nicknamed Sully. His real name is Chelsea Sullenberger, and he had that remarkable landing of a disabled aircraft on the Hudson River that they made a movie about. This is what he said: integrity means doing the right thing even when it's not convenient.
All right, there we go.
Very important.
We'll see you guys again next week.
All right, thanks. Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.
Enjoy the rest of your
Have a great
Black Friday.
weekend.